Hello, welcome back to Stationeers and our second day on Venus. No, we are beyond the very basics, and now it's time to really wrap this little workshop area so that we can avoid wasting so much of our air. Now, we do not really lose the air as long as we don't have to just put it out there in the atmosphere, but it's still a lot better when we don't have to cool down so much, because cooling stuff down on Venus is a bit of a problem. Toasty 460 degrees. Yep. First need another glass sheet. And from then on, we will spend most of our efforts on closing down this room and pumping out all the air. Okay, we have enough iron for one frame. Amazing. Need a lot more iron. But this one is going to help us anyway, because it's the perfect spot to use our new solar panel. Fortunately, the power connection goes the wrong way, but we just have to deal with that.
Waste tank caution.
Waste tank is a bit of a problem again. We just have to make sure that we don't have to lose all that air. Yeah, that's about it. Let's hide. Pump as fast as you can. Thank you. We're going to make it. Oof, that was close. Yeah, and it's probably a good idea to immediately start making more pipes. Yeah, good. How much do we have stored here? 300 moles of oxygen. Yeah. Every little bit helps. Now, iron. Small frames. In all the frames again. Fortunately, it doesn't look like we're that lucky. Oh, and as you can see, we've run out of water.
Air tank critical.
Now, that's not going to be a
Oxygen low.
big problem. We want to delay dealing with that as long as possible, because this allows us to keep our oxygen tank quite full, pressurized. And once we use that oxygen to pressurize a room, we're going to have even less time outside, which is not good, of course. This is not the best place to mine iron. So we can't really choose. And while we're at it, we really want the other door, because we're just about to start thinking about pressurizing our little Could have stayed a little bit longer. So you really don't want to lose oxygen, because you can't pump out the air fast enough. Good timing.
Waste tank caution.
Yes, I know. Just do some. Fine. It's fine. Doing great. Now, usually it's not too much of a problem to use the road flyers indoors, but here we really want to avoid any heating that's not absolutely necessary. It adds up very quickly. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we definitely need more air storage. Pipes. Another very nice thing about the pipe render is that it makes pipes much faster.
Air tank critical.
And of course it also gives us access to
Oxygen low.
a bit more complete things that will help us very nicely. So we're in a bit of a rush here. Now let's make the pipe bender. It's more than enough. Okay, more iron. Do we have any iron here? Watch out, wood. Oh, I really need to start making copper cable now. Now, technically, you can recycle a lot of the materials that you use. In practice, that means wasting valuable time and energy. Mainly oxygen and heat. So we're going to make use of it, but not quite now. Run back home now.
Health low. Waste tank caution.
I know. Should have made more pipes. It's okay. Yeah, it's better. We have our storage prepared here. But we're really running out of waste meat. Wasting. Oh. It's not going to last very long, but hopefully by the time we need to expand the next time, we'll have an actual tank. A lot more efficient. What do we do now? Not a lot of red power. It's not ideal.
Hunger caution.
Hunger. Also need some more plastic sheets to make the horizontal pipe bender. Yeah. Hand drill uses a lot of energy.
Air tank critical. Oxygen
Now,
low.
there are tricks that can make the survival on Venus much easier. But of course, we're not going to be cheating just quite as much. Later, want to expand this even more, of course. For now, we just need more time. Plastic sheets. And now let's turn everything into iron sheets. It's life. Life is good. We probably should move our air tank inside because we're probably going to need to eat and drink the next chance we get.
Waste tank caution.
tank.
Air tank critical.
It's not lasting very long.
Oxygen low.
Stop. Yeah. Oh, we didn't make the door. Need the door to make sure that we don't heat up our breathing air. Holding the door is going to cost us even more. That's just the way it is. Do we have enough to make? Yes, we do. Time. Let's get this started at least. Wait, please. Oh. Kill me, please. Yeah, we can afford that. There, and we can make a single canister with the yeah.
Waste tank caution. Power low.
Careful. Yeah. Don't say that. Matter. So we have plenty of resources and time to waste, right? It's nice to have the crate inside. Crates are very annoying. We do need the starting materials.
Air tank low.
The other problem we have is building the door this late is that we need to vent
tank
all
critical.
this.
Low pressure.
You could
Oxygen low.
dump just a little bit
Oxygen
faster. Would be
critical.
really nice.
Pressure critical.
Yeah.
Cognition low.
Here.
Temperature critical. Cognition critical. Cognition low.
Problem at all. Exactly according to all the plans. Now we can use this little tank. It's a lot better than just a pipe. And good. So how are we doing? 614 moles of oxygen here, and just 1500 left here. Not good. Get rid of the waste gases from welding.
Health critical.
Just a quick look. Please bump it up fast enough so that we don't die.
Hunger critical.
I know. Don't worry about it. This is going to be our very small breeding room. Don't want to overdo it. We still need the air from the tank. Well, we can probably afford a little higher pressure. Going to give us a little bit more time. See that there's still less oxygen in this one room than in the air canister. Good. Now, finale. First
Hunger
meal,
caution.
first drink. We have to be very careful about how much we eat and drink. Now, the first thing that's going to run out is definitely going to be the food. By a
Power
lot.
low.
We have an extra canister of water, which will come in very handy. But we also need that to produce more water. Of course, ideally, we would want to... Oh no. No. That was stupid. And now we wasted a lot more time than some of the coolness of the air we have in the oxygen tank, which is
Power critical.
very painful. There's a trick to getting relatively cold gas from the arc furnace. Hopefully we're not going to have to do that. But to avoid that, you need to survive until at least the first storm, and you need to build up a lot of infrastructure to make it work. Cooling down just for the arc furnace gas is much easier. For now, I'm going to keep the oxygen tank outside, because we will need it quite a bit. But now that we have some storage.
Temperature critical. Oxygen critical.
Energy. And now our lungs are
Temperature
damaged. Wonderful. I forgot to turn off my flashlight. Yeah. Of course, we're not going to be having any restarts here. We die, we die. Is there anything useful we can have here? Pipe coal is very nice, but no. Let's just ignore this for now. We'll need more canisters. We do have some more iron here. Yeah, it's even enough, but no, let's not do that. Oh, more iron. It's power. Good. Ideal. Horrible. Well, of course, once we close up our room, we're going to be in a bit of trouble because the portable solar panel is not going to be very useful anymore. We can still use it outside. It does have a tendency to get blown away by all the air changes everywhere. Need iron. Take a bit of coal. It's not a good idea. Don't overdo it. No.
Power low.
Power tanks did take some damage, but it seems that we're fine. Mostly. No oxygenator. Is something useful here? No. But while we're here, we're going to take our reserve pack of food. Oh, silicon. Yeah, we need that. It's quite useful to do this before the first storm comes, because that's going to destroy the lander on this difficulty. And we're running out of air. It's way too little iron.
Air tank critical.
We just built too big. That's a common problem, especially here. Really make that second canister. That's going to help a lot. That's nice bonus. Now we can pump out the canister much faster. We now have just the one block room, which is almost instant to get things out of. Fresh canister for me, please. Already run out of oxygen again. As you can see, as the tank gets empty, we get less and less air out of it. Because they always equalize pressure outside and inside, which means we should probably also invest in another utility. And very importantly, we really want a pump. It's a bit tricky right now because we do not have a safe room to do this in. Once we make a vacuum in our little workshop, we'll be able to pump our air tank full of air,
Hydration
which means
critical.
we'll only have to return to get rid of our waste tank, which we'll also store in a better way later. But
Waste
first,
tank
we need
caution.
a lot of materials. Of course we do. It's not going to work out very well. It's a bit more expensive. Gold and copper.
Waste tank critical. Temperature high. Temperature critical. Temperature high.
So our lungs are still holding. We do have one chance to make
Air
things
tank
better.
low.
Yes, we do get a chance to use the one pill that we start with. Fortunately, we do not start with any way to make more. And it's going to take a lot of trading to change that.
Air tank critical.
Is it just me, or are we actually
Low pressure.
losing consciousness
Pressure
a bit?
critical.
Oh, no air. Okay. Air is kind of good.
Hunger caution.
So sticky about it. Another very annoying thing is that we don't actually have a lot of welding gas, and it's very problematic making more. So we do also have to be a bit careful with how much of that we waste. We'll have much of a choice. Another wasting caution. Yes. Oh no. Yeah, there's the pump. Oh, damn it. We need iron. A huge surprise. We need iron.
Airtime critical.
It's actually not looking too bad. If we can get more iron. Another thing that's quite risky on Venus is getting lost at night. Most planets you have a chance to go home or wait for sunrise. On Venus, without the hard suit, you're probably not going to have nearly enough time to do that. Oh, and this is our last waste canister. It's also not very good. We really wanted to make a few more pipes. Yeah, one nice thing would be a portable light. Can we make that? Yes, iron and copper. Very good. It's the best lighting option we have this early on, essentially. Oh, waste tank ocean, of course. No worries. This is definitely not going to end in a bad way.
Air tank low.
No air.
Waste tank
Better and
critical.
better.
Temperature high. Waste tank caution.
Where's the rush now? Let's try not to get killed.
Air tank critical. Low pressure. Pressure critical. Health
Always
low.
need something to read on. Yes, so really. Yeah. And we also want at least one more battery. Even the crate can easily kill you. There. Go there. Wonderful. Now we have white light. Yeah, that's everything we need here, right? It's enough for now. Later is very nice, but we don't want to delay this any longer.
Air tank critical. Waste tank caution.
Please.
Suit
Oh.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
Temperature critical. Waste tank critical.
Okay. Rates
Cognition
are
low.
dangerous.
Health critical.
And we're done.